And welcome back. When you build a house, you need the proper tools. When you style your hair, you need the proper brush. And today we have Coral Please, the owner of Cutting Loose, to give us a master class in brushes. Now, who knew all brushes weren't created equal? Like, I thought a brush was a brush, but apparently that's not the case, right, Coral?
It's not the case. It's not the case.
All right, so tell us, how does it work? A different brush does different things?
Well, our guests come in with pictures all the time for their hair, but unless they know how to style it at home, we can make it look gorgeous in the salon, but they need to be able to be taught to be able to do that at home.
It's so hard to replicate what
true.
you guys do at home.
Because it can look so fabulous when you just have it done.
And then you're wondering, what did I do wrong?
What's wrong with me?
And many times it truly is the brush.
Okay.
All right, well, let's get started. What's on the end?
So our first, well, it's not necessarily a brush, but it's a diffuser, and I wanted to show that for all of our beautiful, naturally curly hair. And a lot of girls just don't know what to do with that or how to style it to make it look pretty. So that's the magic tool. It has fingers on the bottom, so you can get one of these beautiful looks on Mimi, one of our models. Naturally curly, diffused hair.
So you stick
that's
the
trick.
diffuser in the
Just,
hair?
right. You just pick up your hair and diffuse inside there.
Wow.
So yeah, so that's great. The fingers are the trick.
Oh,
I
so,
never heard of that.
And then the next,
Okay.
this brush here, what is that?
This one, there's nothing prettier than a big, sexy blowout with a round brush. And this is a thermal round brush, so it heats up with the blow dryer. So it really is like curling and drying your hair at the same time.
So that saves time, right?
So it's lots of time. If you do it properly, you don't have to use the curling iron.
Wow.
She looks great.
Oh, look at that. So that's what the look this brush would create?
Well,
That's more of a smooth look.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you straighten it out or like a
So I could use it on my
small bump.
hair?
For the smaller round brush, definitely. And that's what Vicki uses on your hair when she does
I
it
didn't
dry.
know that. It was all the brush.
Yes, it is all the brush.
Yeah, right. It's the hands that are using it. But it helps to have the right brush.
Okay.
right.
And then our next brush is the Boar Bristle Denman brush, which was something that our grandmothers used, and it is an English brush.
There we
It
go.
comes
You said
from
Boar
England.
Bristle.
Boar Bristle. So it's natural hair bristle brush. And now this is the #1 brush that all the editors are using, or all the stylists are using for editorial work. But it's so good for your hair. That is actually the picture for that when you want something smoother and straighter. The big round brush was the photo that we did just before we introed with that big red, beautiful
the
curly
Oh,
hair.
yeah.
Right.
Okay. So this is what I need to straighten all that stuff
Yes,
out.
yes. And you can get volume from it also, but it definitely is the brush to use if you want to get that smooth, beautiful, shiny, because
Okay.
the Boar Bristle gives you that shine.
As your blow dry.
Yes.
Okay.
And I see multiple things in here. It's
So
like a, I don't know if
it
we
makes
can-
it nice because the Boar Bristle is kind of hard to grab your hair, so now you can see the new ones have the little attachment of a plastic. And so it just makes it a lot easier to use.
Very nice.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go to the next brush. Let's see if we can get them to see it.
Yeah, this one looks so simple.
I know. Well, that one's been around since the 70s, and it's called a sculpting brush. And
it
for
still works?
Short, you know what? It is great because for short hair, when you're blow drying with a round brush, you get a bubble. So we do what's called a flat wrap. That would be a great brush.
Yeah,
I was
you're
going to say,
good
is this
at
what you use, Carter?
I normally use my fingers,
From our
but now I'm going to be
beautiful
using
photo.
that.
Yeah, because you've
Yeah.
got a lot of height going on at the top of your hair, and so does she.
Right. So for our
So-
beautiful photo, for the short hair, if you use a round brush on this, it's going to give you a bubble. If you use a sculpting brush and get that lift, it doesn't create that. So it's a great all-around brush as well.
And I
like
think guys can get away with it as well. Because
That
it doesn't
is-
look too feminine.
Right. No one will look at you funny if you carry this one with you.
You put it
Especially
in
at
your
the airport.
pocket. Well, there's another one you said is for everyone.
Yes. So from everybody that thought you comb your hair when it's wet, that really isn't true. You do brush it with the proper brush. And this is a wet sculpting detangler, and you can find these. These are really popular as well now. So that gives you the less stress and the less stretch on your hair when it's wet.
So as long as
I
it's
like
called
that.
a detangler,
Detangler
we
wet
could
brush.
use it wet.
Like you
Okay.
wouldn't really want to use the Boar Bristle.
Okay.
I
All right, well,
certainly not that.
Lots to know.
I've learned so
It
much
is a
from
lot,
you.
exactly.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you
these
so
things.
much, Coral, these great tips. We appreciate it. And thank you to Cutting Loose for always making us look good every morning because
yes.
they do our hair every single morning.